hovering around 43% from the field. But as a team, they're on the uptick in the way they run their offense. Here's Young driving on Horford. Put it
down the rebound. Hawks have missed 11 of their first 13 shots. Hero for 3.
Lakers will be on the road after tonight with back-to-back action. Memphis and OKC, their nemesis. OKC beating them a couple of times. You know who's got the basketball when you hear Schroeder. Second 10-day, third all-time leading scorer in modern-day high school history. In Southern California, Trae Young weaving his way through some Laker defensive traffic. Now they're out hounding him, so he's going to cross court to TLC.
Way off. Got to make sure that don't overplay on the perimeter because he's looking to go to the front of the rim.
The Celtics team has won 3 out of 4. Nicky move.
Brad Avery thought that was going down. He was headed the other direction and not following his own shot.
You know, Stu, as teams, you know, they'll wear any color.
Point ball game, Brooklyn with the lead. Kyrie Irving playing in just his 16th game this afternoon. Horford.
Doncic did not play the other night. A left ankle issue. He has a sprained thumb. The thumb is not wrapped. A screen up top by Powell, and Luka with a floater on the fly.
Because you've got to be professional and approach them in a professional manner.
Harden had the assist, his first. Then Brizan Doncic. Porzingis.
Wow. And absolutely on fire from downtown. One of the league leaders in three-point percentage.
Doncic, oh, what a well.
And the Mavs for years, but they weren't a great defensive team, and he's trying to bring that identity here. Uh-oh, here we go.
This game has developed so much. Again, coming in, focusing on defense, but yet the ability to stretch the opposing team's defense from behind the arc and being trusted more on the offensive end is why he's grown his game.
James Harden.
Wide open, easy pass. I'm not sure why you'd be sending a double team. That is the ultimate respect for Matthew Dellavedova on that low block.
Porty with rebound number 4. There he is, rolling to the bar.
Hazy Fudd off the weak side, air ball. Fudd finds some space, unable. 15 in that game. Big move, bringing Al Horford back this offseason. Big trades in season to get Derek White and Daniel Tice in Celtics green. Here is Tice.
That was one he had to take. There's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock, so it's a lot easier to take those ones, and he had to shoot it.
Guard, he helped in, and that's what led to a wide open shot. Those are the things that you have to get early. Regardless, miss or make, you feel good about the action you have and the shots you're able to get from running that action.
Now, when we get a look at this, one of the other questions is, I don't know what the great pass by those areas of weaknesses, and sometimes the statistics can tell some stories. Sometimes they can be a little misleading.
Payton tees up his second.
The way they play, though, these days, Copes, it's anyone who gets the ball off the rim has the right to put it to the floor. Maker, though, gets the rebound and goes coast to coast. That would be
either from the free throw line, shooting free throws right-handed or left-handed. Every time they've let go, the ball has gone through.
Basket size of a manhole cover.
Patrick.
22 threes in that last game against the Bucks, 47%, getting those type of quality.
But a capable scorer as well.
And he's a guy that, you know, the Suns aren't paying a total lot of attention to, and that's the kind of guy you worry about getting high.
Right up the backside, they picked up that loose change, not off the floor, that time in the air.
Favors 4 rebounds the first 2 minutes. He's there to deny Garland.
They both score pretty much the same way, can play downhill basketball and can shoot the 3 as well.
Golden State. Well, they had some confusion there, Dallas. Porzingis wanted the ball to be forced down to the baseline.
Tomorrow night starts 5 straight at home.
Nice pass.
Wide open inside.
This time making a move on Muscala, a little speed off the dribble. Was not expecting that.
Come in giving him a big lift. 7 points now.
Boy, a laser of a pass. Giddey over to Wiggins.
Just to eat up a little time off the shot clock, give Luka something to think about. My goodness.
Luka way outside.
in this game. How does he get that wide open? 14 made threes here in the first half. Doncic across the lane. Here comes Chris Paul. Bullock was right there. Ayton goes over three. Coverage on the play.
I'd go right back to Ayton on this high double screen. Let him roll and just be patient.
It's Paul to Ayton inside.
Unbelievable, man. He won 11 NBA titles. He's only got 10 fingers. I'm just saying, you know, that still has not been matched as probably
on 2-pointers for Shea so far tonight.
Pretty solid. As Giddey had Green on his backside. Look from the outside. That one's a flat three.
the bench did a good job of getting those stops. It can't just be all offense. Good balance.
Dort this time runs off the three-point line. Back outside. Giddey.
Big guy, you
yeah,
the screener.
I would have lasted 3 minutes on that, but if that's the rule, you got to adhere to it.
Here's Rodriguez now at 7-footer in Gasol. So mercurial with the basketball in his hands is Rodriguez.
Open. So it's Steph with Wiggins, Looney, Clay, and GP2 starts the second half.
Reminds me a lot of is McDaniels there in Minnesota. Jaden.
Spin. Thompson. What's beautiful about these two teams, Mark, yes, they are driven by their point guards, but they are both five-man heavy teams.
Yeah. This guy can do a few things. I've already seen him work outside and inside tonight. He's only 22 years of age. Curry down the lane. And
trying to draw contact, trying to put a quick foul on Zubac because they realized how big Zoo was in that game yesterday against Detroit.
Man able to get down.
Away or make him see a crowd, because that's what he's out there for. You brought it up, partner. I'm just taking it from your thought that he's a good offensive rebounder.
Oh, Paisley.
Wow, that was just great defense by the entire Suns team, but by Crowder on Morris, and he still knocks it in.
He hasn't missed tonight.
He's got 15 points
That's
in
crazy.
16 minutes.
Come on now.
7 for 7 from the field.
After scoreless games the last 3 outings. Stanley Johnson.
Post player in what, 2 decades ago when it was really about the post? Just a big, strong body.
Dort, no, he's your best shooter, but yet they don't run plays to get him the ball, which is amazing.
Book gets to his.
Survivor now, every game this year for the Lake Show. Fox lob,
but they want him going right, so Green's giving him too much of his left.
Be demonstrative, never shy to show a little emotion. Returning for the first time in 27 games, had an ankle injury. Big part of what they do defensively.
Wara, Ibaka, Holiday, Matthews, and Portis right now for Milwaukee.
9-point lead. Kyle Lowry, Drew Holiday, 2 of your blue-collar point guards. Duncan from downtown.
5, because he's not the widest player, but Michael, he's physical.
You know, he's like you talked about. He's that X factor for them out there on the floor.
who we will see twice in the upcoming week, once at home and once up in the state capitol. Patrick Beverly, nobody picked up the basket.
Ayton with 14 double-doubles in his 22 career playoff games, all coming, of course, last season. Paul with his sign, Rajon Rondo.
He had 3 steals in that first game.
Sets up Nance, gets to the elbow.
Space for himself right there. It's almost like you're on. He plays like on the offensive end, like he's on the defensive end when it comes to attacking the glass.
Paul.
Nice.
With 3 fouls that they had to relent. Paul gets to the same spot.
Him away from the rebound. So you love it when they run a play for him.
Paul comes up the screen, gets to pick by the Raptors. Departed before they captured their NBA title. Paul fading
in the association, and they're quite, very productive. Allen, Markkanen, and also Mobley.
Cunningham and Jeremy Grant both playing near the entire first quarter. Saban carries the 3. And that's got to feel good for the rookie returning back to action.
That's a feel-good pass coming from Josh Giddey, man. Fling that thing like a laser.
Season, he got benched earlier this year, Michael, for the Knicks. With his return for Tom Thibodeau and back in the starting lineup.
Well, he's a savvy veteran and he's a pro. He is as advertised. All of his points have been in the paint. He's the only player that scored all of his points in the paint.
San Antonio's first couple of points in second chance variety. Shea's got daylight.
Third-year defensive specialist. You can see the makings, though, of a pretty good offensive player. Harden, swing, Aldridge, straight away.
Monday in their victory against Miami, they got that win without Joel Embiid as Doc Rivers electing to give his big man a breather. Paul splits the double, drops Embiid.
The beautiful part about a double team is it always has to be a surprise against great players that can pass the ball. And that's why it was effective.
Paul gets all the way into the paint.
Get some spacing. Easy layup that time.
Screen by Crowder, and then the screen by Ayton. He rolls in.
Over the top of the screen, and Zach stepped to the corner and caught him.
So the Bulls answer the Phoenix run with a 9-2 surge of their own. Chris Paul trying to set it up to Flynn.
That is set up because JaVale McGee dove hard on a cut, which forced the defense to have to respect that cut.
The defense.
And I mean, they're bigs. They dive. They don't mess around looking for pick and pops. They run to the basket.
Vucevic powering his way. Go around the corner on him like that. That baseline is there as another defender.
Paul again gets to his 8 points, 3 rebounds. His minutes have been limited despite getting the starts. CP3 turns the corner, fades back on it.
He was hanging around the paint. They don't run a lot of plays for him. He just goes and gets what he wants.
Yeah, this is 11 straight starts now.
He's a good team.
Joel hits them both. He's got 8. Booker with 8. Harris and Bridges with 4 apiece.
There from DeJounte. Beautiful crossover. Puts his body into Devin Booker, backs him up, finds a glass wide open.
Chris. And it doesn't stop. I mean, you already know what's coming. It's going to be the middle pick and roll with Chris Paul, the double drag with Ayton.
There's a lob.
Kind of caught the Blazers backpedaling a little bit after Favors ripped that ball away from Nurkic.
Seeing with him and knocking down shots.
Murray and Pirtle working a little two-man game. Well, in that Suns win, as DA in that loss to the Suns back in late November. Paul gets to his spot, gets the matchup he wants.
Curry's moving all the time, Poole was, but everyone on this team moves, and you got to be ready to move your feet.
Shamet gets the straightaway look.
This streak went on. I would remind people how difficult it is to keep your concentration and be able to have a streak.
You want the results. You know, you want that outcome. You want to win a title. You want a trophy. But he's playing with a team right now where if they just compete and compete.
Crowder gets it back.
He thought about it.
He thought about it twice. Won't think about it here. Lets it fly.
There's no reason Pascal shouldn't be either, especially with those numbers.
Doncic with the last 10 for Dallas. Van Vliet to Achua. Sends it now to Pascal.
Things to a team. Look at that, a big rebound. He'll get down the other way, but his doc, I don't know if you saw it on when he ruptured his Achilles. He got a better look at who he is, and I mean, he's in the best way possible, a dog, a guy.
Donovan Mitchell with the screen help of Gobert. Drives inside.
Built like one of them little vehicles that move planes backwards. Run you over.
6'4", 264. Yeah. Yes, Chris Paul missed the bunny.
30 points a game. I mean, starting off these games, highly aggressive, attacking the hoop, getting to his shots. You can see the focus.
Doncic
cutting that lead. It's a 4-point lead for Dallas.
KCP nearly poked it away from Doncic, tried to buy the offensive foul. Doncic, you can see he does not want to challenge. Nights ago. The Wizards got the win, 2-point victory over OKC last night as Luke was able to